Open your eyes. The world you live in isn't a meritocracy. It's not a morality play. It's a theater, carefully staged, filled with illusions so convincing that you mistake them for reality itself. From your first breath, you are told to be good, to be agreeable, to fit in, to play nice, to sacrifice for others. The lesson is clear. Don't be dangerous. Don't be cunning. Don't be hungry for power. That's for villains. That's for tyrants. But if you listen, if you watch, if you really pay attention, you see the cracks in the mask. The men who rule the world are not the nicest, not the most selfless, not the most honest. They're the men who understand the game. Niccolo Machiavelli saw through this mask centuries ago. He stripped away the comforting illusions and stared directly into the raw machinery of power. He didn't flinch, he didn't apologize, and he never lied to himself about human nature. He wrote for men who wanted to see the world as it is, not as they wish it to be. He wrote for men who are sick of being lied to, sick of waiting, sick of losing. If you're tired of weakness, tired of illusion, tired of being a pawn in someone else's story, this is your script. Look around. Who gets the girl? Who lands the deal? Who commands the room? It's not the man who tries the hardest to be good. It's not the one who sacrifices everything for everyone else. It's the man who understands the law of the jungle. Power rules. This law is older than Machiavelli, older than Rome, older than civilization itself. You can see it in the schoolyard. You can see it in politics. You can see it in every interaction where stakes are real and masks fall away. The man with power makes the rules. Everyone else plays along or gets swept away. You've been told to worship fairness, equality, and compassion. But deep down, you see the world rewards aggression, cunning, dominance, and strategy. Machiavelli dared to write what everyone else pretended not to see. He said, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, because everyone can see, but few can feel." In other words, appearance is everything, but the reality behind the mask is what truly matters. He saw through the virtue signaling, the fake humility, the public acts of goodness that conceal private ambition and ruthless strategy. You can cling to the illusion, or you can embrace the law of the jungle and finally become a force in your own life. Machiavelli's genius is clarity. He tells you what no one else dares. People are selfish. Power is everything. The world is moved by force, not feelings. He didn't waste time on what should be. He studied what is, and what he found is this: weakness is punished. Honesty, unless it serves you, is a liability. Kindness without power is just begging to be abused. Modern men are lost because they live in a fantasy sold to them by teachers, preachers, and mothers. A fantasy where good wins, nice is respected, and serving others brings glory. Machiavelli calls bullshit. He asks, who wins? Who loses? Who has the power? He teaches you to see the hidden levers behind every throne, every marriage, every friendship. He reveals the ugly truth. Most people will betray you for advantage. Love is fleeting, respect is won through strength. Trust is a currency, not a guarantee. Weak men are invisible. Strong men are envied, feared, and obeyed. If you want power, start by destroying your illusions. Let's be honest, most men are weak. They follow the rules because they're afraid of being punished. They worship women because they're afraid of being alone. They apologize for their ambition, their anger, their masculinity, because the world tells them these are toxic. Weak men live for the approval of others. They seek comfort, not challenge. They talk about their feelings, but never take real risks. They blame everyone but themselves for their failures. Machiavelli saw the weak man in every era. He pitied him, because the weak man is forgotten. He leaves no legacy. He is used and discarded, mocked by women, overlooked by other men, ruled by bosses and bureaucrats. His greatest achievement is never offending anyone. His greatest fear is standing alone. Do you want to die like that? Do you want to look back at your life and see nothing but obedience and regret? Then wake up. Weakness is not compassion. Weakness is death. Machiavelli's central concept is virtue, not the soft, modern virtue of submission and apology, but the raw, creative force of the masculine spirit. Virtue is the engine of kings, conquerors, empire builders. It's courage, cunning, boldness, the willingness to act without waiting for permission. Virtue is dangerous because it cannot be controlled by the herd. It frightens women who want a man they can tame, and terrifies weak men who want everyone else as domesticated as they are. To have virtue is to make your own way, to set your own law, to bend fate, not pray to it. Virtue is not cruelty for its own sake, but it's not cowardice either. It is mercy with teeth. It is generosity with a sword. Women crave it. Enemies respect it. The world bends to it. If you want power, you must build virtue. Discipline in your habits. Ambition in your vision. Brutal honesty about your strengths and weaknesses. Courage to risk loss, pain, and failure for something larger than comfort. Without virtue, you are prey. Machiavelli wrote that power is nothing without fortuna. Fortune, fate, chaos, the wild card of the universe. He called Fortuna a woman, beautiful, unpredictable, sometimes generous, often ruthless. She rewards those who dare, destroys those who cower. Most men are swept away by chaos. They panic, they whine, they blame the world for not being safe. The man with virtue rides the chaos. He adapts, overcomes, dances in the fire while the rest of the world is running for the exits. Machiavelli teaches, court Fortuna, risk her wrath. You cannot control the storm, but you can become the man who survives it. Every crisis is an opportunity for the strong and a graveyard for the weak. Do you want to be lucky? Make yourself worthy of luck. Do you want to win in chaos? Become the kind of man chaos respects. Mercy is a virtue when you can afford it, but to give mercy when you should strike is suicide. Machiavelli knew the world is a battlefield, not a therapy session. When enemies threaten, when rivals move, when your position is on the line, you must be willing to act without hesitation. A good man with no teeth is prey. A merciful man who cannot punish is a fool. Be merciful when it serves your rule, but never mistake mercy for weakness. Be the wolf who can bare his fangs as quickly as he can comfort his own. The world will hate you for it, but it will never forget you. Modern society despises Machiavelli, not because he's wrong, but because he's right. The system is built to produce domesticated, harmless men. Men who are easy to tax, easy to control, easy to manipulate. Every message you hear, be more sensitive, be more apologetic, shrink your presence, make room for others, is designed to destroy your virtue. Women say they want nice guys, but they sleep with conquerors. Schools say they want leaders, but punish those who refuse to conform. You are rewarded for submission, shamed for strength. But Machiavelli laughs at their rules. He says, play your own game, break their codes. Never bow to their false morality. True masculinity is the enemy of every system built to domesticate men. If you want to be free, you must embrace the traits the world hates. Every man who's loved a woman knows she will test you, challenge you, try to pull you off your mission. It's not cruelty. It's her nature. She wants a man who leads, who commands respect, who refuses to bend. But if you waver, if you apologize, if you break, she loses respect, loses desire, leaves or destroys you. Machiavelli would say, women are Fortuna. Do not beg for their approval. Do not let them make the rules. Lead with power or lose her forever. Women will never tell you this truth, but they will show you every day. You want her loyalty? Demand it. You want her respect? Command it. Let her test you and never fail the test. The weak man is ruled by external morality. He wants to be seen as good, even as he surrenders his soul. He follows rules that cripple his ambition, kill his hunger, neuter his will. Morality is a tool, not a chain. The strong man creates his own code, lives by it, and lets others fear it. Goodness is not self-sacrifice for strangers. Goodness is the discipline to protect what's yours, to reward loyalty, to build greatness. If you let others define good, you are already a slave. Your name is your greatest asset and your greatest weapon. The weak man seeks to please everyone and is respected by none. The strong man cultivates an aura of mystery, competence, ruthlessness, and power. He lets his reputation open doors, win wars, and protect his back. Do not show your weaknesses. Do not confess your doubts. Do not reveal your plans until they are reality. Craft your legend or die a footnote. The world runs on deception, business, politics, love, war. Machiavelli says, everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Do not lie for sport, but never show all your cards. The honest man is easy prey. The strategic man is always underestimated. Master the art of masks. Appear generous when you are striking. Appear weak when you are gathering strength. Appear confused when you are planning victory. Do not mistake honesty for honor. Honor is keeping your word to your brothers, to your mission. Honesty is a tactic. Use it, but never be ruled by it. No king rules alone. No general wins without an army. Machiavelli writes, a wise prince should draw to himself men who are intelligent and appear faithful, and give them rewards and responsibilities. Build your brotherhood with care. Test every man who joins you. Demand loyalty. Never accept excuses. Punish betrayal. Make it an example. A strong brotherhood is a fortress. Weakness, disloyalty, gossip. These are cancers. Cut them out without mercy. Reward your brothers, protect your brothers. Build your kingdom together. The world fears a circle of strong men more than any ideology, any law, any mob. Power is not static. The world changes. Enemies change. Alliances shift. What worked yesterday can destroy you tomorrow. The weak man clings to habit, tradition, the comfort of old ways. Machiavelli's man adapts. He learns, evolves, pivots, risks new tactics. He sees opportunity in chaos. The oak breaks in the storm. The reed bends and survives. Never be a relic. Always be a force. Every commercial, every government message, every soft voice tells you, be safe, avoid risk, seek comfort, obey. But the comfort they sell is poison. It kills your drive, your discipline, your masculinity. The greatest men in history risked everything, reputation, fortune, even life itself. The weak man seeks security. The strong man seeks greatness. You want a safe life? Prepare to die forgotten. You want to live? Take risks the herd fears. Machiavelli wrote The Prince as a guide to rule, over cities, over men, over your own destiny. To rule is not to beg, not to ask, not to wait. It is to decide, to act, to enforce your law. You want to command? Speak less, mean more. Make decisions quickly. Stand by your word. Punish betrayal. Reward loyalty. Let your presence shape the room. Let your vision move men. Do not ask for permission. Take what is yours or die trying. Women crave men who command themselves and their worlds. They reward strength, not apologies. They crave leadership, not consensus. They submit to the man who cannot be moved by their moods, their tears, their games. Let them test you. Pass every test. Lead. She will follow or flee, but she will never forget. Weak men die forgotten, their names erased, their lives a cautionary tale. Machiavelli's men build legacies, cities, laws, empires, brotherhoods. Live so that your name is feared, respected, whispered in rooms you never enter. Leave a mark so deep that the world cannot erase you. That is the only immortality. Every day is a test. Every day is a war. The world is ruled by those who act, who take, who shape, who endure. You were born for more than comfort. You were born for power. If you want to be remembered, if you want to rule, if you want to build, wake up, burn the illusions, take the crown. If you see the world as it is, and you're done living for illusions, this is your tribe. Like and subscribe if you demand truth, not comfort. Be the man who is ready to rule and build his legacy.